So, total disclosure here. I do not know David. I did not know David. I know him now. I mean, I'm in his house. But I did not know him. I'm not going there to do a video.
I feel more of a drawing, kind of come in here, kind of sort of thing. Like touch me almost. Like get the dirt on my hand sort of thing, like a cemetery almost.
Oh my God.
No.
Again, like upstairs. That same equilibrium, like I'm rocking back and forth on a boat. Funhouse effect.
That I did feel up there. I felt that.
I'm not there to film anything. I'm not there to look for ghosts. I'm the biggest skeptic. I don't believe any of his stuff that's going on in his house. I just think he just does it, to bring people in and make money. That's what I thought. One of his friends was in town. That friend happens to be a friend of mine also. They called him on the phone and asked him if they could come say hi. I don't know if he knew that I was coming along with them, but I went along with him. And he welcomed me in. Honestly, David's a nice guy. He's a really nice, kind, gentle.
This dirt was here when the Manson family walked down this street, man.
Yeah, this is
Was the house here?
No, the house was just finished 20 some odd years ago.
Wonder if they spit on this dirt or something.
I know they didn't discard any bloody bags or any utensils from the
They could have pissed here or something, though. Who knows, man?
The house next door was actually here during the murders.
And that's the one somebody ran to after the fact, yeah.
Where Linda Pitchamp and ran to after the murders.
After the murders.
She's there the following morning. Yeah, my God.
Wow. You know what? I'm drawn to Manson family shit, so maybe that's why it's affecting you guys differently, because I sure like this, man. I don't know what it is, but it feels like I would sit in this. Oh yeah, I love this. Yes, I love this. This is fantastic. And I was wondering why the TV was here. Do you sit here and watch TV?
No, this was for a
camera.
Oh, I gotcha.
No, it was for whatchamacallit, for a College Humor who was going to do something here, so I put it up there as a suggestion, but it never actually went ahead.
But you know what I do get the feeling of? Up there, I got the right here. It felt like something was, my rib cage was starting to hurt, like I was getting a cramp underneath my heart or something.
Right.
Here, I kind of feel like right in the front of my head, like an eerie kind of a headache. You know how a headache will start in the very front of your head? So it feels like that, where the pressure is actually less, because up there the pressure would have been more. No, I like this. I like this spot. This is a great spot. This is the best spot in the house.
It's a lively spot of the house.
It is the. This is historic Hollywood right here in this house, man. I love it. Wow. I do have, you know what? I do have that feeling of still dizziness, though. I still am dizzy. It's like I gotta watch my feet, because I gotta watch how I walk or I don't fall. So I do feel dizzy. Wow, this is fantastic. I love that. God, I love that. And that's what I was gonna say. Was it you or him that were talking? But he wasn't even in the room. So.
Hello? Hello? Anybody?
Nobody outside there.
Man, this house, it gives you the feeling like you're on drugs, man. It makes me feel like I'm on drugs.
Okay, now I'm standing beside the couch. I don't know David, so the person, his friend, and they're talking back and forth, and all of a sudden, his dog looked at me really weird. I love dogs, so I always go to the dogs anyway. They're talking, I'm looking at his dog, and his dog gave me this really, really creepy look. And it jumped up, and it spun around, and that gives me chills even talking about it right now. And he spun around, and he jumped off the couch. And the minute that he jumped off the couch, I honestly could feel something touch my head, all the way around my head. And that's when I told David, dude, I just felt something here. And I didn't even ask him. I just took out my camera and I started filming the wall, and I started talking to him. I felt something spin around the back of my head. I swear to God, too. I'm not making it up.
I'm feeling a little bit.
When that dog got up, it felt like I was going to fall down on that dog.
I'm getting a little bit like.
And I feel dizzy again. Yeah.
That was a strange feeling in my head. I swear to you. I am not making that up. I am not making that up.
I know you very well.
It was a feeling I've never felt before.
She's gone now.
I only felt it for a slight second.
She basically.
But it was It was something that wrapped around my head. It went around my head.
Well, across the street from David, Rudolph Valentino used to live there. Right down at the end of the street, Sharon Tate was murdered there. So all these entities are around and in. And
I honestly have never had a feeling. I don't even know how to explain the feeling. It was something that went around my head. It wasn't a hand. It wasn't. Almost an image that went around my head, like it was encapsulating my head, like a helmet or something.
so I felt something go. I seriously, I felt something go around my head. It was weird. And I also had a really weird feeling in my equilibrium. It was like I was messed up. It felt like I couldn't, almost like you're drunk. And I had the feeling before. I just couldn't remember where I had that feeling at. I knew I had that feeling before, though. In one part of the house, I was walking down the hallway, and I literally felt like I wanted to throw myself into the wall. I knew I felt like that before somewhere else, though. I knew it. I just couldn't remember where. In one spot in David's house, it's in a bedroom. In the doorway, it almost feels like that there's a wall in the doorway. It's a really weird feeling. Another thing I felt was the feeling of complete, just out of whack. Like, again, I've been waiting for like 4 weeks now to try to figure out how to explain how I felt in that place, because it was different. It was different. There's something going on in there. Nobody's lying to you. People that go in there that feel stuff, they feel it for real, because I felt it. And today, just today, it's been 1 month since I've been at that house. And just today it dawned on me on where I've had that feeling before. There's a place in California. It's up by the Redwoods. It's in Santa Cruz. It's a historical site now in California, and it's called the Mystery Spot. And in it, there's a house that was discovered by surveyors. The house had fallen down the hillside, and it looks like it was stopped by a tree, but actually it wasn't stopped by that tree, because that tree grew after the house had fallen down the hill. Well, it's crooked. The house is crooked, but it looks straight. And when you walk in it, you can literally walk up the walls. On one area, you can put a ball down here and it'll roll uphill. It's a crazy place. If you ever get a chance, it's a roadside attraction, and it's still open today. It's called the Mystery Spot. That's exactly what David's house reminds me. It's an anomaly. It's an anomaly that even NASA couldn't explain when they went to the Mystery Spot. And David's house is exactly that same feeling. It's unexplainable. They can't explain it. I don't know if somewhere in maybe David's house you can walk up a wall, but I know down that hallway, I felt like I was in the Mystery Spot. David is not lying to you. Something is going on in that house. Something besides the Mystery Spot touched me on my head. It's a mystery spot. If you ever get a chance, and he ever gives you the opportunity to get in there, or he has another place where you can go and you can go check it out, because there's a doorway that will not let you out. There's almost a tomb downstairs in the basement. There's a hallway that makes you want to feel like you're going to throw yourself into the wall. And the dogs, they know what's going on in that place too. So, I don't know what to say. That place is a mystery spot. A little bit haunted, a little bit of gravitational kind of messing with your mind. Go check it out. Go check them both out. One's in Santa Cruz. David Oman's on Facebook. Check him out. He does parties all the time. And until next time, peace. The Mystery Spot opened in 1940. It was found in 1939, and after it opened in 1940, many people said it was witchcraft that was making those things happen there. Maybe it is.
It feels like
Take a step
it feels
up
like I'm crooked.
Yeah, take a step up until you're like that. Oh my God.
It feels really bad right down in here. Right down in here really feels bad.
Walk on down both side ends of the hallway. Wow.
People actually need to experience that feeling because I cannot explain that.